The sun had just begun its descent behind the jagged peaks of the Rocky Mountains, casting long, golden streaks across the rugged landscape. Birds chirped their final songs of the day, and the rustling leaves whispered in the chilly breeze. In a dense grove not far from a small, sparkling creek, a mother mountain lion, tall and graceful, prowled carefully, her tawny fur blending seamlessly with the earthy tones of the forest floor. She was alert, ears twitching at every faint sound, eyes scanning for potential prey to feed her two cubs hidden safely in the underbrush. Suddenly, a sharp, sinister hiss sliced through serenity, followed by a low, menacing rumble. From the shadows emerged a massive python, its scales glistening ominously under the fading sunlight. The snake moved with terrifying purpose, its muscular body coiling and twisting as it approached the unsuspecting feline. The mother lion froze for a fraction of a second, instinct screaming at her to retreat, but the cub's faint cries reached her ears, anchoring her to the spot. Panic threatened to take hold, but there was no time. She could sense the predator's focus, its cold, calculating eyes locked onto her, measuring the moment to strike. The forest seemed to hold its breath as the two apex predators faced off, the tension so palpable it could be cut with a knife. In that split second, the sound of distant footsteps echoed through the trees. Humans, the brave rescue heroes, racing against time to prevent a catastrophe. They were a small but determined team, experts in handling wildlife emergencies, and they had been tracking unusual activity in the area after receiving alerts from hikers. As the heroes approached, the snake made its move, lunging with terrifying speed, its mouth opening wide to deliver a constricting strike. The mother lion, agile and quick, dodged and felt the python's immense power as it brushed against her, a force nearly knocking her off balance. Her cubs mewed urgently from their hiding place, and the heroes, understanding the imminent danger, prepared their tools and weapons with precision. Every second counted. A wrong move could result in tragedy. The setting sun cast dramatic shadows across the scene, highlighting the raw intensity of the predator's confrontation with a human intervention. In that moment, the forest silence was shattered by the collision of life and death, courage and fear, as the heroic team positioned themselves for the rescue of the mother mountain lion and her cubs. Commander Rafi, the leader of the rescue team, signaled with a hand gesture, and the team fanned out strategically. Equipped with tranquilizer guns, sturdy nets, and long hooks designed for controlling large reptiles, they moved silently but swiftly. The python, sensing a new threat, paused momentarily, its flicking tongue tasting the air, nostrils flaring as it detected the humans. The mother lion, tense but courageous, maintained her protective stance, hissing and baring her sharp teeth at the intruder. AFI knew that any sudden misstep could provoke the snake into a violent strike. Carefully, he calculated the angles, instructing one of his team members, Layla, to distract the snake by waving a brightly colored cloth,
Hassan,
while
get
another,
the net
Hassan,
ready.
positioned a heavy-duty net to intercept its path if it lunged. The team had trained for months for scenarios like this, combining animal psychology, quick reflexes, and teamwork to save lives without causing harm. Meanwhile, the python coiled tighter, ready to strike at any moment, its massive body radiating raw strength. The mother lion's muscles tense with every movement, her tail swishing furiously, eyes flicking between the snake and the approaching humans. Then, in a lightning-fast motion, the python lunged at her once again. This time, it managed to wrap partially around her torso, constricting and pulling with terrifying power. The mother lion roared, a deep, guttural sound that echoed to the mountains, sending a warning to the intruder and signaling her distress to the team. Commander Rafi immediately shouted instructions,
You need to secure the
and
perimeter
the rescue
now.
team sprang into coordinated action. Using poles and hooks, they carefully leveraged the snake away, while Layla and Hassan threw a net over its midsection to immobilize it temporarily.
Okay,
The
watch
struggle
its
was
head.
intense. The snake was relentless, thrashing violently, but the team maintained their composure, working in perfect synchrony. Sweat dripped from their brows, hearts raced, but they knew failure was not an option. Every member of the team played a critical role, their movements precise yet fluid, designed to prevent injury to both the mountain lion and themselves. The forest around them seemed to pulse with tension, the creaking branches and snapping twigs mirroring the chaotic dance between predator, prey, and saviors. Slowly, inch by inch, the heroes wrestle control, their efforts guided by experience, bravery, and an unwavering commitment to preserving life in all its forms. As the python writhed, constricting its massive coils around the mother lion, her strength began to falter under the crushing grip. Commander Rafi realized they needed to act decisively to prevent any fatal injuries. Hassan and Layla carefully moved closer, inserting long poles beneath the snake's midsection, attempting to pry its powerful body apart. The python hissed furiously, rearing back to strike anyone who dared interfere, its eyes glinting with primal intelligence. In the midst of this chaos, a sudden, sharp noise from a fallen branch caused the mother lion to momentarily panic, thrashing against the snake's coils. This gave the rescue team a crucial opening.
Aim for the
Using
upper
this
muscle
moment,
mass.
Rafi instructed Layla to apply a tranquilizer dart carefully, aiming for the snake's upper muscle mass without risking injury to the lion. The dart struck true, and within moments, the python's violent movements began to slow, its thrashing weakening under the sedative's effect. The mother lion, panting and bruised but alert, seized the opportunity to twist free, her claws scratching the snake's scaly body as she struggled to escape. Her cubs, sensing their mother's danger, let out frightened cries from a safe distance, their tiny voices piercing the tense air. Hassan and another team member, Farah, quickly moved in to secure the sedated python, carefully looping additional nets around its coils to prevent sudden movements.
Adjust
The
net.
coordination was
Steady
flawless, each team member anticipating the other's actions like a well-rehearsed dance. Commander
doing so
Rafi
well,
guided
just
the
a
mother
little
lion back
further
to a
now.
safer clearing, away from the python's reach, speaking in calm, soothing tones to reassure her. She looked at him with a mix of wariness and gratitude, her golden eyes reflecting both fear and trust. The forest seemed to exhale as the immediate threat subsided, the rustling leaves returning to a gentle whisper. The rescue team, although exhausted and covered in scratches, maintained vigilance, ensuring the python remained immobilized. Slowly, they began to assess the mother lion's injuries, checking for any serious harm while keeping her cubs close to comfort and protect them. This delicate balance between urgency and care defined the rescue's success. The heroes knew that even a moment of hesitation could reverse their progress, so they stayed focused, their training and courage blending seamlessly with empathy for the magnificent predator they had sworn to save.
All
With
right.
the mother lion safe in
Lift
the
on
clearing,
3.
the team shifted their focus entirely to the sedated python, carefully preparing to transport it to a secure area far from human and wildlife interaction zones.
Team,
Commander
on
Rafi
my
assigned
mark,
roles with
slowly
precision.
now.
Layla and Hassan would guide the snake onto reinforced mats, while Farah monitored its breathing and movement, ensuring the sedative
Almost
took
there.
full effect.
Easy,
The massive
easy, team.
snake,
Keep it steady.
still groggy but incredibly strong, required
Hold 'em there.
every ounce of
Watch
strategy
the
and
head,
teamwork
Farah.
to handle. Meanwhile, the mother lion, though relieved, remained tense, keeping a watchful eye on both the python and the humans who had intervened in her life. Her cubs crept cautiously from their hiding spot, tentative yet eager to reunite with their mother. Nature had a way of testing courage, he thought, and today, both human and animal bravery had been on full display. The team lifted the python carefully, its heavy body wriggling despite the sedation, and secured it onto a reinforced crate lined with soft padding to prevent injury.
Almost
Every
there.
movement had to be
Just a little
calculated.
further.
The snake's sheer mass and unpredictable strength
Steady now,
made the
team.
task extremely dangerous. The forest around them, once alive with tension, now seemed eerily quiet, as if holding its breath in acknowledgement of the life-saving feat that had just unfolded. Commander Rafi briefly looked at his team, pride swelling in his chest. They had executed a rescue that required not only skill but profound courage, empathy, and trust in one another. In the distance, the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of crimson and violet. A dramatic backdrop to a day that could have ended in tragedy. The mother lion, now slightly more relaxed, licked her cubs and allowed herself a small stretch, reclaiming a sense of control over her environment. Even in the wild, where danger lurked at every turn, the resilience of life and the impact of selfless human intervention could restore balance. By the time night fully blanketed the Rocky Mountains, the rescue operation had reached a successful conclusion. The python was secured within its sanctuary enclosure, where trained staff would monitor its recovery and ensure it remained healthy while preventing future conflicts with humans or wildlife. Commander Rafi and his team, exhausted yet triumphant, reflected on the day's harrowing events, knowing they performed a heroic act that blended bravery, compassion, and expert skill. The forest, which had been tense with danger only hours before, now hummed with the quiet rhythm of nocturnal life, as if acknowledging the delicate balance that had been restored. The mother lion let out a final, contented roar, signaling to her cubs that the threat had passed and that they were safe. Commander Rafi and his team quietly packed their gear, careful not to disturb the restored serenity of the forest. They moved silently, leaving behind only footprints and memories of the extraordinary courage displayed by humans and animals alike. The heroes felt a profound connection between all living creatures, a reminder that bravery was not limited to humans alone, and that compassion could bridge the divide between predator and protector. The legend of this daring rescue would live on in the hearts of those involved, inspiring future generations to act selflessly in the face of danger. As they disappeared into the darkness, the forest returned to its natural rhythm, the mother lion and her cubs reclaiming their world, free from fear, and the python embarking on a new life under careful supervision. In the grand theater of the wilderness, courage had triumphed over threat, and the enduring bond between human bravery and the instinctive power of wildlife had been profoundly affirmed.